Gregory, and welcome to the YoCoryG show, where I answer all your questions about fitness, brought to you by MaxEffortMuscle.com. Man, I'm excited for the first episode of the YoCoryG show. You know, I answer so many questions on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, all the platforms that, man, I was really excited to highlight your questions, show the world who's asking me the questions, and give you guys some real thought-provoking answers and really help you guys out to get all your fitness goals. Let's go to the first question.
Yo, Cory G. Zach wants to know the best way to rehab a lower back injury so he can squat and deadlift max weights again.
Hey, what's up, Zach? Great question. So look, everybody goes through where they have some injuries from time to time, and I've had some ups and downs in my lifting career, and I will tell you this. 3 years ago, I had a little bit of a back problem, some tendonitis in my knees, where I really wasn't able to squat, and quite honestly, my deadlift sucked. So what I did was, I thought to myself, what is the exercise that can incorporate all my leg muscles that, you know, is hard enough to get me in condition, but also make me more durable? And I kept thinking, like, it's not squats, because I can't do that because my knees are messed up. It's that my deadlifts suck. Like, I feel like it's making my lower back hurt more. And I came up with lunges. Because I'll tell you, every time I'd have clients at the gym, they would lunge and be sore for like 4 days, just with 3 sets of 10 with some dumbbells. So literally, I had this idea driving home. I stopped at the local college, Denison University, it's this D3 school close by where I live, and I went out to the track and I said, you know what, today, I'm just gonna lunge around the track. Now mind you, because I was always doing personal development at the same time, I had my headphones with me. So I just started lunging. And I told myself I wasn't gonna quit till I got all the way around the track. And I'm listening to my, to my personal development. And that's kind of where Lunge and Learn, Lunge University, whatever you call it, kind of was born. I will tell you this, I was sore for like a week, right? And so I kept going back. Lunging 4 or 5 days a week, 400 meters, 800 meters. All of a sudden my back didn't hurt anymore. All of a sudden my knee tendonitis went away. What I think it did is it cleaned up a bunch of weaknesses that I had over time from doing powerlifting meets, bodybuilding shows, photo shoots. My body weight was like, fluctuating 15, 20 pounds. My leverages were different. Maybe sometimes when I was lifting heavy, I wasn't ready yet because I just came off a diet phase. And so I was kind of all over the place. This was, I would say, like the best neutralizer because it made my glutes stronger, which made my lower back hurt less. A lot of people have lower back problems because their posterior chain isn't supported properly. Your glutes are so powerful. If they're strong and engaged, you're going to be strong and engaged. And so, glutes got stronger, knees got stronger. I went, because I started getting so lean because of the lunges, did a bodybuilding show, looked the best I had looked. I actually made 165, which I don't know if I could make that again. It was pretty light. Then 90 days later, squatted 620 at 186 in a powerlifting suit. And then also pulled, I think, close to, maybe mid-5s that day. No back pain, no knee pain. So I would tell you this, if you're having back problems and you want to get back to squatting and deadlifting heavy, spend time on your GPP, which stands for General Physical Preparedness. I want you to lunge 400 meters a day. If you can buy a sled that costs $100 or get a tire and tie a rope to it, walk backwards with it, drag it for more GPP work, just work on conditioning that involves your legs, driving them, walking lunges, that'll prepare you, general physical preparedness, to squat and deadlift again without pain.
Yo, Cory G. Pat Rigsby wants to know what was the biggest challenge you faced when developing your fitness brand?
Glad you asked that question, Pat. And hey, we miss you at Old School, brother. We miss you. So the way that I was able to create my fitness brand was literally, it's no secret, give. And Pat, you're a good example. If you wanted to be in the fitness industry, you have a high knowledge base on wrestling, on fitness, start giving it away. The YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, like, you have to be able to get a platform, you really have to give and show that there's value there. And so what I would tell you is one of the biggest things that I did well developing my personal brand and the brand I was building at that time was I added value to your life in a fitness-oriented manner every day. Whether it was from motivation, whether it was from workouts, whether it was from the way you should be eating, taking your supplements, and I still continue to do that. Because if I can add value to you, then you'll add value back to me to support whatever I'm doing. And so I would say that that's one thing, or multiple things that I did really well on purpose to some degree and some on accident, because it's just my natural state. That you walk into the gym and you need help, I'm going to help you. I look at that the same as if you tweet me and ask me something, I'm going to tweet you back.
YoCoryG, Joe wants to know top 5 books that you recommend reading other than the Mindset Manual.
What's up, Joe? So, we always talk about fitness, personal development kind of together. This is a fitness show, but because you asked about my favorite books, I'm going to give you the answer anyway. Obviously, the Mindset Manual. It's my book, talking about all my, success principles and personal stories. My man, Maurice Claret, The Mind of Maurice Claret is a good book because this he wrote when he was in prison, and it's some of the purest thoughts I've ever read. It's really good. Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I've probably bought and given this book away probably 20 times. It's what really opened up my mind to the difference between an asset and a liability. The Wisdom of Andrew Carnegie as told by Napoleon Hill. This is kind of like my business Bible. I really like Andrew Carnegie, and this book has done wonders for me. My man, Lewis Howes, The School of Greatness. Lewis has one of the top 10 podcasts on iTunes. He's a Columbus guy, hoping to be on his podcast soon. We've talked multiple times. Lewis is a great guy. It's a very good book. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I love this because a lot of people don't realize that they don't have to hit it out of the park right now. It's all about small wins every day, and over time it compounds into something great. And then another Robert Kiyosaki book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And when you can understand the difference between an employee, a self-employed person, a business owner, and an investor, you understand how money operates, how the business and how the world works. So those are my books. And like I said, even though it wasn't a fitness question, I couldn't deny it.
YoCoryG, Kevin Warren says, we see your fitness and business goals on the website. Any personal goals related to family? How do you keep it balanced?
Hey, what's up, Kevin? So, a lot of people ask me this all the time, that you're so motivated, how do you keep it balanced with family? And like to your question, I do write all my fitness goals and all my business goals on the website, on CoryGFitness.com. And I obviously have, undoubtedly, the family goals are there, and I'll tell you why. All the things that you're reading are all for them. The goals for me, and my wife helps balance me out a ton, I can't deny that, is that when you can reach the goals that I've set for myself, it allows you the ability to do more with your family. Go on vacation more, purchase and be able to do cooler experiences. And if you've got to shut it down from a time-wise, because I'm not clocking in and clocking out, I don't have to ask anybody to go on vacation. Now, don't get me wrong, it's hard to get me on vacation because I'm so focused on what it is creating a legacy and passing it down, changing generations. And so my wife has to check me sometimes and say, Cory, you're doing all this for them, but they want to make sure they know, that you'll be there with them. I don't miss baseball games, gymnastic events, t-ball games. If it's in my power to be there at whatever event they're having, I'm there. Because my parents worked a lot as a kid, and they weren't self-employed, but they worked a lot, and they didn't make it to a lot of stuff sometimes. And so I'll tell you, I'll take a red eye from the West Coast and sleep on the plane to make sure I can be there for any one of my child's events or things. So the goals are there, which is spend more time with them, have the ability to really do what I want when I want, but at the end of the day, to create that I might be in here doing content and working, but they're out there swimming and having fun, and that's how I want it. Because if I can do good at this, they can do that. And then when it's time for me to join them doing that, then that's cool. But right now, I'll do this so they can do that, and I'm okay with that because that's a sacrifice that I'll make long term for my family. So the goals are there to one day to say, when I'm ready, I can just be done. Or if I want to do this today, tomorrow, whenever it is, that I can at any time. So when you reach the goals that I've outlined, it gives you the ability to just drop and do whatever you want for the family, which is always nice to know. C.T. Fletcher, my boy. So a quick story. We just flashed up the CT's rant from Instagram, which is amazing. I posted a video this morning about me doing stuff for Get Stacked 14, which is my new program that's coming out at the end of the month here. And I'm doing a military press behind my neck and then alternating in front of my neck. And I wrote, hey, people say this is bad for your shoulders, but if you only go to your earlobes and you only go to your chin and you're pressing right, like I've only got stronger with doing this exercise, which is behind the neck shoulder press. So CT, in CT fashion, comes and puts a rant on my Instagram about how he posted something like this and people were hating on him and doing all these things. And you know what's so funny is, like the guys who were strong, benching 500 pounds plus like CT back in the day, like these were exercises that were passed down for years and years. And yeah, somebody probably screwed up, bounced it off their neck one time with 225 and probably wrecked their shoulder. But if you know what you're doing and you've done this exercise, you've been in the game 20 years like me and who knows, 35, 40 like CT, like look, CT's built a crazy physique. He was an amazing power lifter. I'm still building my reputation, but I've been doing this stuff for a long time. If I'm doing this exercise, it probably works. And so just think twice before you go and hate on a guy like CT who spent all the time in the gym to really kill it and motivate all these people. So I just want to kind of wrap it up with, if you do behind the neck press, do it to your earlobes. Go to my Instagram at CoryG Fitness, check out the video, or on CoryGFitness.com on the site, and it will help whether you're a bodybuilder, a power lifter, an Olympic lifter, CrossFitter, doesn't matter. Overhead shoulder stability and strength will help you in everything. You just got done watching episode 1 of the YoCoryG show. Do you want to be on the show? It's easy. Tweet me, #YoCoryG, brought to you by MaxEffortMuscle.com for all your supplement needs.